McGonigal. Well, it's day one of the government shutdown, and businesses and attractions in Great Falls are already feeling the effects. MTN's Anissa Coomer has more on how the public is feeling and how one federally funded business is ensuring they can keep the doors open for the duration of the shutdown.
The federal shutdown is hitting close to home. Here in Great Falls, it means a popular attraction has gone dark, and health providers are keeping a close eye on funding.
Unfortunately, because it is a federal entity, the building is closed and we can't accept any visitors.
The Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center, one of Great Falls' most visited destinations, is closed. With an average of 200 visitors per day, staff says the closure isn't just about lost admission dollars. It's about losing a connection with hundreds of visitors each day.
There is the financial aspect of it because, of course, we lose admissions. But it's also more the connection that we have with the folks who come to visit us and the connection with our community.
That includes these visitors from Colorado who made the stop in Great Falls hoping to see the center, but were met with locked doors.
This is a terrible disappointment. I wanted to make it a point to go to Great Falls to visit this.
The shutdown also casts uncertainty over community health. Alluvian Health is a federally qualified health center, relying heavily on federal grant funding. CEO Bill Preston says their federal funding remains intact for now, thanks to enough discretionary funding, but a prolonged standoff could put stress on operations.
I think the big question for us for continuing services will depend on how long the funding is available and how long the shutdown continues.
Preston says Alluvian began preparing months ago, scaling back some staff and services like speech and allergy care to protect its core mission.
Those are all hard things and hard decisions to do. But doing those, we knew that the future of the organization would be secured.
Preston says the broader concern is for the tens of millions of Americans who rely on community health centers as their only point of access.
It concerns me that we're putting people at risk of getting care. It's really important that the government gets together, resolves these issues, and moves forward with funding for community health centers and FQs within not just Great Falls, but within the state and the country.
For now, Alluvian expects to keep its essential services running for at least the next year, even if federal dollars are delayed. But for organizations tied directly to federal operations, like the Interpretive Center, doors stay locked until lawmakers strike a deal. In Great Falls, Anissa Coomer, MTN News.
The Montana National Guard is analyzing federal shutdown guidance to determine which activities can continue. Mission essential staff will keep working but may face delayed pay until the government reopens. Brigadier General Trent Gibson says the Guard's ability to respond to emergencies remains unchanged. Gibson says contingency plans are in place to ensure the Montana National Guard stays ready. The Guard will also care for all members and families of deployed service members during the shutdown. Employees can check the National Guard website for updates. Cascade Public Schools were evacuated this afternoon after a fire broke out inside the building. The fire started around 11:30 in a storage and water heater closet. The water heater is believed to be the source. Staff quickly put out the flames and evacuated the building. Students and staff gathered on the football field before being shuttled to the Methodist Church. Local restaurants, the Homestead and Angus, provided food for students who missed lunch. Buses were also brought to the field to keep students warm while they waited to be picked up.
The community's response has been tremendously supportive, so thank you very much. Yes, these are drills that we practice for. We actually even had an evacuation drill earlier today, but we try to keep it as well oiled as we can and adapt to the need.
The fire marshal has determined the building is safe and classes will resume as normal on Thursday. Out of an abundance of caution, the cafeteria will remain closed and meals will be served from a concession stand.